Hi everybody, I'm Allie, and this is part 2 of the YNR chat vlog for Sunday, December 21st, and Katherine is getting her memory back, right? It's so soon. I'm almost like shocked that it's happening so quickly, but it looks like we might possibly be on target for a Christmas miracle with Katherine returning to Genoa City miraculously alive. I don't know, it's possible. I'm not sure if that's what the timeline's gonna look like, but it is possible. Either way, I really hope that Katherine brings Murphy back to Genoa City with her because he's so nice. I've gotten such a soft spot for him. I mean, it was so great this week to watch him. You know, he's one of those people that gives to other people, and he's taken Margin out of nowhere. You know, he's given her shelter, he's giving her clothing and food, and he's not expecting anything in return. So I think it really would go along with the karma theme to see Murphy get something from Katherine, or maybe come back and live with her at the mansion, or something, maybe a job at Chancellor, who knows. But I thought it was so sweet the way Katherine pawned her ring for Murphy. Very sweet. I mean, and really truly the best gift that you could possibly receive is a box of cash. So I really appreciated that scene. And well, it'll be interesting to see too what becomes of the ring and how this will connect with the main Katherine is still alive storyline. I don't know if that's going to show up on auction somewhere, or if the police are going to find it, and I'm not sure exactly, because we do remember that Nikki had reported the ring stolen, so we'll see. And won't Jill be surprised when Katherine finally shows back up? I mean, it's gonna be like shocker. I bet Jill will just faint. It does seem like we've seen a little bit more of a softer side from Jill. She's starting to miss Katherine. We've seen a little bit more remorse from her this week. Jill got a really nice new haircut, by the way. I just wanted to say that I thought that looked really nice. And how about that scene with Billy and Jill? I mean, it was pretty explosive. Jill called Billy over to the mansion to talk to him on a really forgiving level. You know, she was really open. She wanted to offer him a job at Chancellor, and Billy was just so hurtful. I mean, he was really mean to her and really bitter about his childhood, and really put Jill through the ringer about her new relationship with Kane. You know, I don't know about Billy. I like him, I think, in the same way that I like Jack. I think it's that I don't like him so much as I enjoy watching the character. And I do enjoy watching the character. I mean, any guy who can step all over his mother and not even think twice about it makes for pretty good TV. So speaking of bad boys, Adam is going down. He got arrested this week, and he lost his girlfriend. So let's focus in on that for a second, because I really thought for a minute there that Heather was going to fall for it, that she was going to run away with Adam. She's obviously so compelled by him. I mean, I really think that she was foolish for him. I mean, she turned a blind eye towards his actions and involvement in this from the very beginning, and not only just the Victor Diary thing, but the way he behaved when he was running Newman. And I think that the second that Adam tried to make her choose between him and her career, she knew it was over, and and rightly so. She kicked him out of her apartment. She gave him the ring back, and best of all, she's going to nail him. She's going to nail him in this case. I mean, best revenge ever. Talk about it. You know, it's kind of funny too. I love that Heather ended up handing off the Victor case to the actual DA or to somebody else, but she wants to hang on to Adam's case. And her reasoning was because she was afraid that it would be a conflict of interest if she continued to prosecute Victor. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Conflict of interest? You want to prosecute Adam. You're his ex-woman. You're like a scorned lover. Talk about conflict of interest. I couldn't believe it. But I really think that Adam felt betrayed by her. I genuinely think that he thought she was going to go for it. He thought that he had her wrapped around his little finger, and it was not the case. I'm also kind of curious to know, again, with all of these casting changes, is Adam leaving the show? I mean, I have no faith that anyone is staying anymore. After learning about River and Brad leaving the show, I just don't know anymore. But I really hope that Adam doesn't leave the show, which I never thought that I would hear myself say. But the guy actually did some really great acting, especially in that scene between him and Victor. The final scene right before his arrest with Adam and Victor was really, really good. I mean, just like the little subtleties in his face as he was acting, it was just really a good scene. And there's something about him that I can't quite put my finger on, but it reminds me of classic YNR. I don't know what it is, but something about him reminds me of the old days, so I definitely don't want to lose him. But you know what? Either way, Adam should have left the country when he had the chance, because we learned on Friday that the desperado guy and his little white Mexican child are going to come in and save the day. I have to make fun of them, I'm sorry, because, well, first of all, I love the guy, the Mexican guy, because if he's good enough for a Robert Rodriguez film, he's good enough for me. That guy is golden in my book. But again, that girl that they got to play this kid is like this blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl, and they just stuck a dark wig on her and call her Mexican. I mean, that's just absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, what will they say? What information do they have that is going to incriminate Adam? I don't know. We'll see. And since Desperado Guy and the little kid are in town, what information are they going to be able to provide the judge that's going to get Victor off of the hook? Because we've talked about this a lot, and I have stated that I think that Victor killed Walter Palin. And frankly, so far, nobody has given me a compelling argument otherwise. I mean, why was Victor in the exact same town as Walter Palin? Why was he sitting there for weeks waiting for him, kind of stalking him? Why did he fool him into going out on the boat, if not to kill him? I mean, and then Walter comes back dead? That just seems like too much of a coincidence for me. And, I don't want to think that Victor's a killer. Don't get me wrong. I'm a Victor fan. I actually really like him. It's like almost this father figure or something. I don't want to believe that he would kill a man, but I can't see any other options. So I'm sure that the Mexican guy is going to definitely shed some new light on this whole thing. But I'm telling you, unless he comes up with some new information that's like, something totally new to the story, I think Victor killed him. But if you don't think so, I think you should definitely leave me a text comment. Give me your theory. What happened on the boat? Be specific. I really want to know. If he did not kill him, what happened on the boat? Okay, so that's going to be the end of part 2 of the YNR Chat vlog, but I have one more part and lots of other things still to say, so definitely check back in a couple of hours and I will have that posted. Thanks!